GOOS currently at its resistance, showing a resistance and not moving up. Last time it broke it, but was not able to sustain this level, was not sustainable. So this time it is currently at its resistance level and may fall down. Number one, because of the resistance. Number two, the RSI is shaping downward. RSI support level is resistance level is also there. RSI has fallen down from its resistance. Price is there, and the volumes are like not surprising. Okay, at the same average levels, neither higher nor lower. The last candle was a high volume, maybe because of the selling effect. People might have sold this. 5 November earnings were estimated negative, reported positive. It was a little bit surprised, not a little bit, 100, but in terms of nominal value, it's like a little bit. As compared to the previous one was loss, and here positive profit, loss, and profit again. So GOOS Energy, the GOOS Holdings, Canada GOOS Holdings is currently at its resistance level. If in the next trading day, still it is opening with a gap down, or it is not trading above the pivot point. Pivot point here would be, I'm not doing exact calculation, but still I'm telling you, 46 and 44 and 40, 45, above 45 I would say. Yeah, 45.3 or 45.2. If it is not going above this level of 45.2 on the next trading day, then you may consider exiting this trade based on the fact that RSI is down, and then based on the other reason of this psychological resistance here, and the third one is not moving up, or it's not breaking its level of 45.2. You can calculate it opening plus sorry which is there are two ways to do. One is you can take opening price, closing price, higher point, and a lower point divided by 4. This is one way. The other way is they take three levels. One is a higher point, lower point, and the closing. So these three prices divide by 3. So you get almost the same levels, and you get your pivot point. And from that pivot point, see if it is trading above that pivot point. So you can either hold on to it, or at those times when we are planning to buy, you can enter the trade if the stock is trading above its pivot levels. So the same goes here if you want to exit. And then the next levels can be, for this stock, will be 41.24. 41.24, and currently it is at 40. Resistance is at 46. 41 to 46. These are the levels for the Canada GOOS. Currently, it is behaving in this channel, and look at the volumes as well. Okay, now we're gonna move to the next stock. If you have got any question related to GOOS, just text me in the chat box, and then I will be able to answer you there. Now we're moving to the next one, Suncor. SU, Suncor Energy. Okay. Suncor Energy, I tried to draw this wave pattern before. Just I draw that. Maybe in future it depicts that level, but the wave 2 is not super impressive. Wave 2 has like gone below or just at the level of wave 1. So as per the Elliott wave pattern theory, the wave 2 does not correspond to that wave 5 wave pattern theory. So just don't mix these things here. This is one of the examples that you can't put this theory everywhere, only when it is forming that particular pattern. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is Suncor. Suncor is 22.56 are the good levels for this stock. I mean, from the selling point of view, I can see one resistance at this level as well, and then a support, a minor support at minor one here at this 17. So currently it is trading at 20.17. 21 can act as a resistance. If you are holding this, you can sell it off at 21.1 and then re-enter again at the levels of 17 or even below that, somewhere around this level of 14.9 or 15. Relate this to our discussion on the crude oil, which we had a couple of minutes ago. So crude oil, and the crude oil is related to your economy, the coronavirus pandemic. So if economy falls down due to pandemic reasons, and crude oil will also fall down if there is no cut in the supply. Crude oil falls down, then then you will have impact on the Suncor as well. So relate all these political news, the economical news, the news in the commodity market, and then see at the pattern of the Suncor and Suncor prices, you will be able to do a better trade. The second thing here is the RSI. The RSI is like now fully exhausted at the level of 70, and it don't have a tendency to go beyond this level. Look at the history. Check the history. This was the maximum area. It went one time, okay, and most of the time it stayed here. So I will pull it down so that, yep. So again, it touched here almost, it was almost there, and then climbed it till there and moved on the right side, becoming a neutral thing, and it may fall for, it may curve down in a declining shape. It will all depend upon your international crude oil prices, and then you can relate to your trade accordingly what's going on in the market for the pandemic and the crude oil. So levels for this is 21 on the upper side, and on the lower side is 17. But at this point of time, if we talk about risk to reward ratio, so it's not like, I would say, favorable. So it's not favorable. So don't enter it right now. Market will give you many opportunities. So look for the any other opportunity that in which your price to risk to reward ratio is positive, it's favorable. So enter in that in that stock. Don't enter in any stock where you are not sure that it's going to move up. So at the time when you buy the stock starts falling down. Many of our colleagues, that they complain this: when they enter, the stock falls down, and when they sell, the stock goes up. So consider the risk to reward ratio. If the risk to reward ratio is favorable, you have like more chances of getting into a successful trade, a win trade. And if the risk to reward ratio is negative, so don't take a risk, because this is not the only stock in the market, and TSX is not the only market. You have like tons of stocks in the market, and market will give you opportunities every now and then. So control your emotions if you are like entering in a trade that you really want to enter, but at the same time you run a huge risk. So it all depends upon your risk appetite. Okay guys, so Shanko is done, and then next one,
JE.
JE. Okay, I will take JE, and that will be our last stock for today, unless if anyone asks for that. Otherwise, we will end the session for today with JE. JE.
TSX.
Okay, TSX. Just Energy. Okay, it is moving in sideways. So when stock is moving sideways, we know we don't trade in that. So fresh buying should be avoided here. So no fresh buying in this stock unless it gives breakout on the either side, and then you will plan accordingly. RSI is also depicting the same on the sideways. Volumes are still there, reported a loss, and after the loss it fell little bit down. Overall trend is sideways. After the volume from here it fell down here, and it is at its, I would say, a support level in the shorter period of time, in a very short period of time. And one trend that we have seen is after the earning, if the stock has fallen down, it will move in sideways, and then it will again cover up those levels. So it has fallen down from 8 till 6, from 8 to 6, and it can cover up again all the points that it have lost due to earnings, due to earning pressure. From here again it can move upwards here. This can be level 7.74, which it has lost. So up here in this candidate there was the upside price rejection, showing that this was a resistance level. Okay. Showing that this was a resistance level for this stock. Now coming back again, came back again to a level of 6.43 because of this earning pressure, and a quick one can be at the level of 7.74. But at this point in time, this one is not the stock for the long term holding, because if you look at the stock for the long term period, it has like fallen down. Okay, or I can make it here as well. In the long term it is going down, and after, in the long term channel, after going down it is consolidating. So unless it gives a break out from this channel in either direction, your long term trade is not viable, it's not advisable. But a short term can be done just to cover up the earning pressure. So that can be done a quick one, and then other one is reported positive. Okay, so this was just energy, and I just recall one of the stock that I want to share it with you. This will be the last one. Okay, Tata. This is like one of the good stock these days, I would say. And welcome, Mohsin. Okay, so Tata is relatively new one. Don't invest like too much in here, but a small quantity can be considered. So sideways, up sideways, and then a huge gain, around 30% gain on the last day. And this one is a breakout from this channel. After a breakout here, what happened here? After a breakout from this channel, it moved sideways, and within that sideways it had like 37 to 31, like $5-6 within that channel. So if it moves sideways again, if it moves sideways again, I will copy this. I'll paste it here. So it can, if it can move in sideways again, this can also be a good opportunity for this stock, but not at this level, like that, of course, at 43, because RSI is like almost exhausted. So where to go? These are the levels for RSI to cool off, or this can be also a level to watch out. This one, I would say. Yeah. So let it cool down for a bit, and then within this channel you can have like few dollars gain here, and before it takes its next move, like this one up. It is like almost similar to Neo. So Neo, I showed you Neo in the same pattern. Yep, the parallel channels up, parallel channels and up, and the other is the upcoming stock for this. So add this in the watch list. I'm not recommending you to buy at this level. Do your own research for this because this is relatively new stock. There is no such history of this stock, but this can be a good stock to have this in your watch list. Okay, guys. I think this shall be end of our session for today. And thank you very much for joining. Before we go off, Vivek, do you want to share something? Anything related to Dada or the previous talks that we just
No,
discussed?
I am not following Dada at all, so I have no idea about it. But yes, most of the other stocks you have covered, very well covered it. So there's nothing much to add to it.
Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah, that is new. So I also don't have anything more deep inside. That's why I'm saying, keep it in the watch list. Okay,
Absolutely.
and take care for this RSI things and these levels. Okay, guys. So I think we should call it a day, and then we will meet in our next sessions. And if you still have some questions or if you want to analyze something, so you can send me a message. And sometimes I miss the chat which is going on in the message. Might not be able to respond. If there's some particular question, you can send me a private message, so that won't be missed out. Because there's so many messages in a row, so sometimes like if there are 20-30 messages, I might be able to read only the 2-3 messages that are on the top of the list. So if you have something in particular, you can send me a private message and then we'll take it from there. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you for joining, and this video will be uploaded by tomorrow at night, so you can watch it on YouTube if you have missed it. And thank you very much for joining, and have a good weekend. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you, Tahir.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you, Vivek. Thanks all.
Bye.